Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back.
Alright, so now that we have completed the first Crash Bandicoot game, we're going to go on to Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Let us dive right in, shall we?
Crystals, of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! Dad! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Alright then, here we are in the intro of Crash Bandicoot 2. And of course, we have to... go find that battery for Coco. About that battery. Okay, so, from Crash 2, it looks like it's not going to be that super difficult compared to it was, the first game. Maybe, hopefully the Platinum Relics won't be as difficult. Because the Platinum Relics for Crash 1 were, some of them were pretty tricky. But, I mean, I understand that Platinum Relics are pretty tough, but some of the levels in Crash 1 are pretty tricky. Alright, so here we go into the Warp Room. And I know right away what we're going to do before we start getting the items. Oh, yes.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Alright, so before we actually start getting any of the gems and the crystals, I'm sure you guys know what we're going to be doing first. Oh yes. We are going to piss off Cortex. I mean, of course. Not once, not twice, but thrice. Piss off Cortex. Alright, so we go back to the Warp Room. I can't wait to find this out. I can't wait. This is going to be so good.
No, Crash. I said bring me the crystals. Now get back in there.
Alright, so we just gotta do it twice. 2 more times. Be kind to the boxes to earn a special gem. Oh yeah, now that we don't have to worry about getting the gems without dying. The special gems without going through the level without dying. That's another thing. Since now we can get the special gems through very special means. So now, this will be the second time.
No, Crash. To save the world, I need crystals. Crystals! One more time. They look like this. Crystals, Crash. Go back through one of those doors and bring me crystals.
Alright, it's the last time. You know, I really miss Clancy Brown's voice acting for Cortex. That obviously was I think is obviously a lot better than this one. But still, it's very hilarious to piss off Cortex. I mean, Lex Lang does a pretty good job of him too. I'll be fair. Lex Lang is pretty good too, but not as good as the original Clancy Brown. No disrespect. They're still good. Alright, this is the last time, and then we can actually start getting some of the items. The crystals and the gems. Now, of course, we'll come back to getting the relics last, like I did with the first game.
Look up at the doorways. There is a big crystal-shaped slot. Fill all 5 crystal slots in this warp room by retrieving 1 crystal from each of the 5 areas. Only after we have filled all of the slots in this room can we continue on our quest. This is the last time I remind you.
And of course they would put that as a trophy. Piss off Cortex 3 times. How very creative of them. Very creative indeed. Now, like I said, I was going to save the relics for last, like I did with the first game. And of course, whenever we go through Warped, of course I'll save the relics for last, because of course we still gotta get the Crash Dash. Okay, so first, we'll go and get the blue gem, which is of course don't break any of the boxes. Oh yeah. I was wondering about that whole slide spin jump mechanic. It still does give you some extra hang time. How about that? I kind of thought since with the updated mechanics and all that jazz, they weren't going to do that. But it turns out they did. Oh, I thought I was going to hit that spike turtle. Alright, jump on this one. Alright. Almost made it. Get over! Hello? Good grief. Whoa! Stupid turtle came out at the last second. Good grief. Oh, that was too close. Or actually, I can go ahead and grab the crystal, of course. And I can skip over... Oh, come on now. Ah, there we go. There is the blue gem. Now, I would die, I just don't want to waste a life. So I'll come right back here to get the box gem. I mean, I know that would obviously be a lot faster to just go ahead and die, but I don't really want to waste a life. I mean, really, I know that's not necessary, because it'll be easy to get 99 lives, but still. I don't want to waste it.
done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? You there, Crash?
And of course, Coco gets interrupted. Okay, so we'll go right back into Turtlewoods to grab the box gem. And like I said, I'll save the relics for last. This is too good, having to relive the first 3 Crash games like this. Even if it's in modern graphics and modern mechanics and all that, it's still nice. I always considered Crash 2 to be my favorite. And Crash 3 is a close second. 2 of my childhood favorites, as well as Crash 1. But I think it's probably because that Crash 1 was a bit more difficult for the average player. However, Crash 2 and Crash 3 aren't really too difficult. I guess that's probably because on how it, it just doesn't stack up to Crash 2 and Crash 3. On the body slam. It just doesn't the first game doesn't really stack up to Crash 2 and Crash 3. It still is a great title, though. We still can't get the extra Wumpa Fruit by chaining on enemies. That's pretty weird. Oh, I almost lost it. Alright. So I'm actually kind of hoping that this game doesn't really take as long as Crash 1, mainly because of the relics. Like I said, the relics in the first game were... like, they did not mess around with them. They did not mess around with them at all. It seemed like they made these platforms just a lot easier to get up to. Yeah. I can't really remember. I'm not sure if you could just do a normal jump on top of those ostriches to get up to these platforms. But then again, thanks to that slide spin jump mechanic, which gives you a bit more extra hang time than just an ordinary slide jump. Like, here's the slide jump, and here's the slide spin jump. You get a bit more hang time with that. But if you do that same spin slide jump mechanic, while the ostriches' heads are down, you can still make it up there, up to those platforms. I know it's not really a mechanic that not many people, not the average player, would really know about. Because I'll admit, I didn't really know about that mechanic. Oh, come! Good grief. How did I not land on him? A road less traveled. A road less traveled, excuse me. Anyway, I was going to say... I honestly didn't know about that spin jump mechanic. It was, there. I'm sure not everybody really knew about that. Well, except the producers of the game. I mean, because obviously they're the guys that know everything. That know everything inside and out. I just love this music. So many fond memories. But then again, Crash 1 did too. But then again, I'll say the exact same thing whenever we get into Crash Warped. But still, I think Crash 2, I had the most fond memories with. Not to mention, I played the demo a lot. I played the demo of this game a lot. Where it did that... the demo was you played Snow Go. Hold on. You'd play Snow Go, but the red gem was right beneath a seal. They put a seal right beneath the red gem so you could get up to it. Okay, I got that box. I'm not really sure if I was able to reach that. Let me see if I was able to reach that. I probably could, but I didn't want to risk that. I didn't want to risk it. And I keep thinking I could get across that platform with just a single jump like that. I'd have to, like, get farther to the edge, but I can just do that. I was gonna say that they put the seal right beneath the red gem, so we could get up to it. So, yeah, it was just an unfinished version of Snow Go, the demo version. So here's the box gem for Turtle Woods. It's kind of weird that you have to get close to that box counter crate for the gem to appear. Because as soon as you get the all boxes, like I know if you were to get at the very end of Snow Go, if you open this little door, you could still see the box counter. If you could break the farthest crate, you could see the box counter little crate become a gem as soon as you broke that last box. It's pretty weird. But no biggie. Alright, I wonder if we're going to get a communication from Brio this time. Because of course that happens whenever you acquire a gem. I think he only does it on the clear gems, not the color gems. Just the clear gems. If I remember correctly. Funny how he pulls it out of his pants, his cheek pocket.
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
Okay then, Brio. We get the point. Alright. Next up is Snow Go. Discover and finish the secret route for a special gem. Or, if we can work our way around it. I mean, of course, I'll still show off the secret, like how you're supposed to actually do it. But I wonder, since we got the slide spin jump mechanic, I wonder if I can actually reach it. Ah, this just looks so nice. This level always brings me the most memories of this game. Oh boy. The most fond memories of this game. And I spun into that penguin! You can't be serious. Oh well. Oh, whoa, whoa, the ice. I just love this music. It's so memorable to me. The ice just feels so weird. The controls on the ice feel so weird. Come on, get it. There you go. Alright. Easy. Come on, get on there. I want to grab them. Alright, there we go. Finally. Good grief. The controls feel actually kind of weird on the ice. Yeah, that already makes me kind of imagine what the controls are going to be like on Polar. That's like the only way to chain enemies to get the extra Wumpa fruit and such. I know they made that as a hole, but it looks like they got rid of that hole in the original. That used to be a hole right before those nitros. Oh. Okay, I forgot. You can still slide and spin. Alright, this is where the seal would be. But in the demo version, the seal would be right here. Ah, looks like they put the red gem all the way up there. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I'll have to get at it by the secret route. Oh well. But like I said, in the original, you could just do that slide, spin jump, and body slam. Not a problem. At least they were smart enough to do that. I'm sorry, it's just the memories are just way too here. The memories are all coming back, and I fell off. I thought I could make that jump. Good grief. I need to remind myself to keep holding down X. Sure, it's a different game, but still, the Trilogy requires you to hold down the X button if you want to make your jumps. Of course. Obviously. Okay, now I made that. At least we won't have to do the counting of the crates to bounce on them 10 times. At least. Alright, so we're just about to get down into the last section of the level. Whee! Alright, last section of the level and the nitro switch. Oh, come on! Maybe it's because he spun into me, so that didn't really work in the original. Of course, it's gonna be another easy box gem. Get out of here. And of course, we gotta get up here. Up, come on. Then there's that switch right on top of this bounty crate. There it is. So we can get these two right here. Up, come on. Get on there. Good grief. Wait a minute. Oh no, I thought I was missing a box for some reason. Never mind. Here are the last couple boxes right here. I guess that doesn't work this time. Oh well. Like I said, if you were to do that, if you spun that last crate right there, that little box counter thing would instantly become a gem. But you have to get like close to it like that for it to become a gem. So we can't get the red gem yet. We have to wait a little later.